time now for everybody's favorite guessing game, What's My Line? Brought to you by Remington Rand, makers of the revolutionary new Remington Rolectric. Now let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now, brought back by popular demand and at enormous expense to the management, my husband, Martin Gable.
And on my left, one of Broadway's most famous ladies, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, Martin. Welcome back. And now, someone who is also here every week by popular demand, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
And on my left, our moderator, full of Christmas cheer, also every word in the unabridged dictionary, Mr. John Charles Daly.
And brought here at virtually no expense to the management. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. The holiday season being upon us, we hope to have a little holiday with our panel. We've got some very interesting guests, and we think they'll give the panel some trouble. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the show, and we'll meet our first challenger in just 30 seconds.
This Christmas I hope he got it. There's still another shopping day for him to get me a Remington Duchess. It's the only lady shaver with one shaving surface, gentle and efficient enough for both legs and underarms. No mistakes with the Duchess. And this one big surface smooths your skin faster than all other lady shavers, gentler than harsh blades, nicer than messy creams. A practical, personal ladies' Christmas present, the Remington Duchess, in pink or blue.
And now, let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? Right there. Salvatore Amato. Is that right? Mr. Amato, where are you from?
I'm from Portoguaro, Italy.
Portoguaro?
Italy.
In Italy, fine. This is the panel. Just, if you will, say hello and then come over and join me. I wonder if, coming all the way from Italy, you're familiar with our scorekeeping, are you? Actually, it's very simple. If you can give them a no answer, we'll flip a card, 10 of these no's, and you've won the game. Okay. All right? Now let's let our friends at home and those here with us in the theater know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, Mr. Amato is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Miss Francis.
Mr. Amato, are you studying anything while you're here?
No. Small question. Wait a minute. That's one down and 9 to go, Mr.
All righty.
Are you here to stay permanently, Mr. Amato?
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Is there, Mr. Amato, any product involved in what you do?
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, we're being knocked over like 10 pins. Mr. Amato, do you work for a non-profit making organization?
No. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you give any kind of service, Mr. Amato?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so relieved. Do you deal with people in your job?
Yes.
Do you help them in any way?
Depends. Yes,
Depends.
I think we could say in a general way Mr. Amato helps them.
Oh, Mr. Amato looks like a helpful type fellow. Do they feel better having spoken to you?
Yes.
Do you advise them in any way?
You withdraw that question, Miss Arlene.
I've
we would have
withdrawn
to
it.
agree that they may well feel better as a result of their contact with Mr. Amato, but it would be in a very general sense.
Well, do they benefit from your services?
No. Well, now here we go, right up
Bad.
the tree again. Here again, they would benefit to the degree that having come to ask for his service, and he having fulfilled their needs, they have received some benefit therefrom.
Swell.
Yeah.
Anybody in the audience get that? Mr. Amato, does what you do have anything to do with your country in any way?
Yes.
You mean as a specific national entity?
I wasn't going to say that, John. He just gave me a yes. I'm perfectly happy to go right on.
Okay.
Do you deal mostly with young people, Mr. Amato?
Any kind of people, I should say.
And I would say specifically here that you could not
All right.
designate as most of the people using his services being necessarily young.
So that's 5 down and 5 to go.
And now, at great expense to the management, Mr. Gable, will you take over?
I haven't justified the expense so far. However, were you sent over here by the government?
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Gilgallo.
Mr. Amato, is it possible for people in the United States to do what you do?
No.
There's nobody over here doing what you do.
No.
Somehow or the other, I feel that I will probably get clipped on this. I would, if you will permit it, say that there
I certainly will. I'll give them a help.
All right, fine. You give them help. I think that there are 1 or 2 instances in the United States where you might say that a similar service is provided.
Oh. Well, it must be a pretty special service.
Yes.
And it occurs more often in Italy than in other countries. Is that correct?
Of course.
It isn't just because you work for an Italian organization.
Uh-huh.
But no product.
This is an Italian-type service, Dorothy.
Well. Would you say that your service would be enjoyed by people in the United States if it were possible for them to obtain it?
I should say yes.
Do you wear something other than what you're wearing now when you perform this service?
Yes.
Is it something that might be designated as a uniform?
Yes.
But it's the uniform of a profit-making organization.
Well, of a profit-making service, let us say, yes.
Well, he said he didn't work for a non-profit-making organization.
That's true, but I would just say, rather than use the word organization, it's a uniform of a profit-making service.
Do you talk to people when you
Yes,
perform
I
your
do.
service? Do you explain things to them?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with something that's historical, Italy being so full of
Yes,
history?
I do.
Do you guide them in any way?
Yes.
Are you a guide to one of the important scenic or historical events in Italy?
No, I don't think so, Dorothy. It's a very fringe answer. 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Sir.
Well, Mr. Amato, I'm going to call you Salvatore. We don't get anywhere with the
All
Amato.
right. That's
Then it is
Fallon,
correct that
yes.
you are not a guide. We couldn't say you were a guide as your profession.
No,
Is that correct?
I think here the answer is that Mr. Amato is not specifically a guide, although as he has admitted himself, he may serve
Sure, in
in
that
a
capacity.
accessory sense as a guide.
Are you engaged by some kind of a transportation service, like an airplane or steamship or railroad company?
No.
That's 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Francis.
Would you ever be able to perform your services in a place like the Vatican or Vatican City?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Gable.
Is your service performed in a particular place at all times?
Yes, it is.
Is it performed in a public building of some kind?
Yes.
In a public building?
Oh, no.
No. 10 down and no more to go. I will only tell you that Portoguaro is just outside Venice. Now, what is it that Mr. Amato
He's a
does?
gondolier.
He's a gondolier, right. fun, panel.
Right on the transportation.
Splendid beginning. Yes, Bennett, you got into transportation, and if you just left it general, I knew we were through, but happily you got specific. Thank you very much, Mr. Cerf. Now let's see what you can do with another challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Albert. Albert L. Whitcher. No, White Jr. How are you? Mr. White, where are you from?
Forest Grove, New Jersey.
Forest Grove, New Jersey. You're practically a neighbor. Meet some neighbors. Come over here with me, if you will. You know how we keep score?
Yes, I do.
All right, fine. Then let's let everybody here and there know exactly what your line is. Mr. White is self-employed. Let's begin the general questioning with Bennett Cerf.
Mr. White, you're the rugged, healthy-looking type. Do you do some of your work outdoors?
Yes, sir.
And you're self-employed.
Yes, sir.
Would you say you did most of your work outdoors?
Yes, sir.
Is it work that is done in the country rather than the city?
Yes, sir.
Have you got anything to do with farming?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well. You're a lot better than the gondolier. Are you connected? Does the kind of farming you do involve raising or polishing up any kind of animals?
Pardon me, sir?
Do you raise animals of some sort?
No, sir.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you have anything to do with trees or shrubs?
No, ma'am.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Gable.
Do you have anything to do with an edible farm product?
Yes, I think we could say he has something to do with an edible farm product.
Is that product small enough for a man like myself to carry?
Yes, sir.
Is it larger than my hand?
Yes, sir.
Is it smaller than my head?
Oh, what is?
That's a good question.
Martin, get in profile for a minute, will you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's this way.
Touch and go.
I would say it's touch and go, Martin, so you go ahead.
Is it green in color?
No,
Green
sir.
in color, no. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, is it anything that's ever served in a dessert in any form?
No, ma'am.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Sir.
Not that I know of.
We've ruled out animals now, haven't we, Mr.
You
White?
asked if he raised animals, and the answer to that was no.
Is the product, is there one product in which you're involved more than others, that interests you more than others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, there is a product with which he's involved that interests him more than others.
Is this product made out of anything that has ever been alive?
No, sir. I would say no.
John doesn't seem
Is
absolutely
this
sure.
product made out of anything that was ever alive? Well, here we go. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
Oh, there's something in it that's worrying John that was once alive. But it is a farm product that we might at some time or other see on our dining room table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Is it in the vegetable family?
No, ma'am.
6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Gable.
Is it in the animal family?
Yes, sir.
Are fishes animals?
Pardon me?
In our very general designations,
Yes,
if you
of
want to
course.
use animal,
Right.
vegetable, mineral, yes.
Is it a fish?
No, sir.
No. 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Now, you say that we might eat this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Without being loony, we might eat this.
Oh, yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, this isn't grasshoppers or
in your
snakes
right
or anything
senses.
like that. Hmm?
That's correct.
This is something that the conventional American family might have at dinner some
Oh,
night.
yes, ma'am.
And it's in the fish family.
No.
Oh, it isn't it? Oh, excuse me. I'm getting absolutely rattled. But it's in the animal family. What about the birdies?
The who?
Birdies?
The birdies? Yeah, we'd recognize it. Birdies, yeah.
Fowl-type birdies?
Well, FOWL type birdies,
Yes.
yes.
Is it one frequently seen on groaning boards at this season of the year?
You have specific reference to the turkey?
Well,
Yes, that was the turkey of a question. That's 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Stern.
These are birds, then, Mr. White, that are rather often seen in poultry shops around town.
That's correct, sir.
Well, let's see. Is it either a goose or a duck?
A goose or a duck? Bennett?
No, sir.
9 down and 1 to go, Miss Francis.
I'm thrown off because you said it wasn't alive.
No, he said, is it which is this made out of anything that was once alive?
Ah, I see. But it is in that bird family of Dorothy's.
Bennett's question presupposed a deceased state.
Oh, it's in a lively state, then.
It's a fair presumption.
It's carrying on and running around.
Yes.
And is it two-legged? Naturally. I never saw a four-legged bird. But is it in the chicken family?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if you're just going to be a chicken farmer and we've had all this trouble... It's
Chicken
just
farmer?
No, I'm not going to say that, John. I'm not going to ask.
No conference was called for, Mr. Gable. We'll not let
See,
you
we
sit
have a
next to
very
your
short
wife.
conference. We've only got $5 left.
You can have 10 seconds for a conference.
Chicken flickers.
What about a rock Cornish hen or a quail?
The 10 seconds are up. I'm sorry.
Is it sort of in the hen family?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it rock Cornish hen?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. 10 down and no more to go.
Whose kind of a hen is it?
Mr. White vaccinates chickens.
Oh!
Thank you, Mr. White. In just a moment, we'll meet tonight's mystery guest, but first, here is Dick Stark with a message from Remington Rand.
You, young lady, may I ask you a rather personal question? Do you have 2 husbands? Most men do, you know. Most women do, too. First of all, there's the husband who leaves in the morning, handsome and clean-shaven. And there's the husband who comes back at night, that Jekyll and Hyde character with a dark, ugly beard. Well, now, it's almost Christmas time. Of this fact, I am quite sure. And you can end this state of bigamy forever and have a handsome, clean-shaven husband night and day. All you have to do is give him this amazing new electric shaver, the man-size Remington Rollectric. And we call it the Rollectric because it has these roller combs in addition to its 3 double shaving heads. Now, the Rollectric will do for him what no other shaving instrument can do. It will shave his hidden beard. That's the beard just below ordinary shaving level that starts growing out immediately after shaving the ordinary way. And the Rollectric will shave that hidden beard in absolute comfort. Now, here's why. Whiskers grow in tiny valleys just below skin level, and when he shaves the ordinary way, he shaves them off even with the skin. But right after that, the hidden beard comes out. Now, when he shaves with the great new Remington Rollectric, the roller combs roll the skin down and comb the whiskers up into the shaving heads, shaving that hidden beard. He gets longer lasting shaves in the end because he shaves off more in the beginning. So, if you want that man of yours to really thank you Tuesday morning, get him the new Remington Rollectric tomorrow. You can get one on a 15-day home trial. That's the new Remington Rollectric for a peach of a shave.
And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which I've asked my friends to blindfold themselves. Blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? All right, as you know, panel, in the case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it all with Martin Gable.
Are you in the business of entertainment?
Yes?
Miss Kilgallen?
Are you a singer?
Yes.
Mr. Sir?
Were those different voices that I heard?
Miss Francis?
Then there's more than one person over there?
Yeah! You always perform together?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, do you do a great deal of your work performing together?
Nah. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Sir.
You sound angry enough to be husband and wife, are you?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
Oh, do you appear on television?
Mr. Gable?
Do you appear weekly?
Yes.
Very.
Miss Kilgallen?
Do you or does either one of you play a musical instrument?
Mr. Sir?
Are one of you in a play on Broadway at the present time?
No.
2 down and 8 to go. 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Since you don't work together very often, do you appear separately on television?
Mr. Gable?
Are you principally known for being on television?
Miss Kilgallen?
Is that the gentleman who is principally known for being on television?
Yes,
Both.
Both.
Are you, have you any children? Or have you a child?
Mr. Sir?
Have one of you been hanging around this program from time to time?
Miss Francis?
Well, I guess Bennett must have in mind the bread box couple.
Who would that be?
Well, the only man I ever knew that was larger than the bread box really was Steve Allen. Is this Steve Allen and Jayne Meadows?
Yes. Like old home week, isn't it?
Jane, are you queen for a day?
No, this just makes me stand up straight, Ollie.
That's lovely on you. Going to start a new fad. Thank you. It's like a Christmas tree decoration almost.
We're so glad to be here tonight so that we could wish you all a Merry Christmas and all of you a Merry Christmas.
Steve, you sound like Ernie Kovacs.
I was doing my best. Yes, Dorothy.
It seems like only a few minutes ago that I wished Merry Christmas to Jane and
I-
Steve in person
I
at my
know.
house.
And we were so nervous
And
last
you were
night,
so
Dorothy.
sneaky.
You never guessed.
No.
Well, I would say this, that we find it a happy occasion. We miss Steve, and, of course, when Steve was with us, we saw more of you. So I will speak for myself and all the gang who works behind the glass cage over there, Frank Keller, our director, and Gil Fates, and say Merry Christmas from all of us. And since you specifically said you wanted this to go to the foster parents plan for war children, we'll flip the rest of the cards, too.
Good.
Thank you very much, Miss Jane and Steve, for coming to see us. If we move fast now, perhaps you can uncover the next secret. Will our next challenger please come in and sign in? Right there. Brenda Feldman, is that right? Is it Miss or Mrs.?
Smith,
Miss Feldman, and where are you from?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Well, that's my family's hometown. There is the panel. If you'll come over here, please, and sit with me. Do you know how we keep score?
Yes, I do.
Fine. Then let's let everybody at home and those here with us know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, you have exactly 3 minutes to solve this problem. Miss Feldman is salaried, and we'll begin it all with Dorothy Kilgallen.
A profit-making organization, Miss Feldman?
Yes.
Is there any product involved?
Is there... Oh, no.
Any product involved?
No.
Yes.
No. Well,
Yes.
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 Bengali.
I'm not thoroughly experienced in this matter, but I think I can say there is. Mr. Sir.
Am I not still on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you are, Dorothy. My fault.
Miss Feldman, is this product something that could be bought in a department store, large department store?
I would say that the product could be bought in a department store, wouldn't you?
Yes. Could it also be bought in a specialty store?
I would say it could be bought in a specialty store.
Is it anything that anyone on this panel might be likely to own?
Yes.
Yes, very definitely.
Would Arlene or I be more likely to be interested in this than the chaps?
You know what?
No, I don't. I think you'd all have about equal interest. That makes it 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Feldman, would you describe this product as a luxury product?
Yes,
Yes, I think basically you would, although it isn't absolutely necessary.
It isn't necessary what?
It isn't necessarily a luxury product always.
I see. Would this product be part of a person's personal equipment?
yes,
So it could be, certainly.
Could be.
Mhm.
It could be worn, in other words.
yes.
If it were worn, would it be seen by other people?
Could be.
Yes.
Could be.
Might this product come under the heading then of jewelry?
It might.
Yes.
You're leading me up an alley, I feel.
No!
I'm
leading you up a throughway.
Is there gold in the product?
Could, yes, could be.
Would the product be worn more likely below the neck than above the neck?
Could be.
Could be, you know.
Could it be worn both places?
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
Yes, Dorothy suggested that it might be some kind of a watch. Is it in the watch department?
No.
It could be. You know, Bennett, I'm going to have to break your heart, all of your hearts, because we've got to flip it. We're running out of time, and I don't want you to feel badly about this, because you were getting close. You see, Miss Feldman is a pawnbroker, so you could have almost anything that you ever thought of. And you get all the prizes you want. Most of it. Wonderful to have you with us. And now, before our panel says good night, here is a word from next week's sponsor.
No prescription needed to end your dandruff problems and prevent their return with new Helene Curtis Endon Dandruff Treatment Shampoo. Proved 99% effective and completely safe. Used like your regular shampoo, Endon's medication stops bacteria growth, ends unsightly dandruff, prevents its return. Try this pleasant, easy way to end your dandruff problems for good. Just use Endon instead of your regular shampoo.
And now this is the holiday season, and we're well aware that some of you may see us after this specific holiday is done, but whether it's before or after, Merry Christmas from all of us and What's My Line. And until next week, this is John Daly saying good night, Miss Arlene.
Good night, John. Merry Christmas to you, each and every one, and to you too, Tiny Tim.
Thank you, darling. Good night, Dorothy, and good night and Merry Christmas to you all.
And the same from me, Martin. Good night, Bennett. Merry Christmas.
I echo those sentiments. I hope we'll be a little better next week. Good night, John.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for being with us on What's My Line.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the CBS Television Network. Be sure to see Remington Rand's great television program, Gunsmoke, Saturday night on this same network.